Today we are discussing 3 ways that we can overcome analysis paralysis and how you can make decisions with confidence. Analysis paralysis is something that kills so many people. That is their decision making. Some of us will have good ideas, but we start to analyze. We start overthinking what we want to do. We look at it, we'll ask ourselves all questions about it. We cannot even make decision. At the end of the day, we end up paralyzing that particular thing. No action being taken. That is what we refer to analysis paralysis. Are you struggling with analysis paralysis? Is this something that you want to overcome if you are going through it? Now, what areas of your life are you having analysis paralysis? It could be starting your own digital online marketing. You could be thinking so many things, but we are going to share 3 steps that you can use to overcome this. The very first one is identifying the root cause of your analysis paralysis. What does that mean? You want to ask yourself a series of questions. What is holding me back from making this decision? Your answer will give you a pointer to what might be the reason. Is it fear of failure? Could it be fear of success? There are so many questions that you can ask, but the goal is to identify the root cause of analysis paralysis. And once you've identified the root cause of analysis paralysis, you then take the next step. You confront them head on. So it is not just knowing the problem. So if you have some limiting beliefs, you have some fear of failure, next thing to do to beat that is, what can I do to overcome this? Then you will move forward. In making these decisions, you need a very simple tools. The ICMWA, I call it is ICMWA matrix. It is a very simple tool that you just use 4 quadrants to get the best of what you are going to do. So it's such that you, in your 4 quadrants, if you are watching, you can just draw your 4 quadrants. You have urgent on the top left, not urgent on the right. Then you have important on this side and not important. So you want to check yourself, ask yourself the question, is the task or this thing before me, is it urgent and important? If your answer is yes, it means you have to do it now. Then you ask yourself the question, is it urgent and not important? So if it is not important, something that does not require your expertise to do, but it is urgent, you delegate, you do not do that. And if it is not urgent, and if it is important but it's not urgent, you schedule. So you can create time for it next time. The last one is, if it is not urgent and if it is not important, you delete it. In other words, you discard that because that is only going to act as a distraction for you. As simple as that tool, it is powerful. It will help you to make decisions, to prioritize your decision making so that you can use full energy for what is urgent and important. So use that tool if you are suffering from analysis paralysis. Tell me, if you are watching, have you used the tool before? Did it work for you? Or are you going to give it a try? Let's hear it. Lastly, when you make a decision, or when making a decision, it is not all about logic. It is not all about strategy. Sometimes the strategy may be fine, the logic behind it is okay, but you need elements of trusting your own intuition. You know what we call the gut feeling. You hear people say, I follow my gut. Or something happened and I said, yes, I said it. Yes, I know it. What is making you make that comment? Before it actually happened, your guts, you had a feeling that this is exactly what is going to happen. despite the fact that you do not know how it's going to come about, why it's going to come about, or when it's going to come about, you are sure that it is going to happen. So sometimes gut feeling is taking a leap of faith into the unknown, embracing calculated risk in decision making. Take note, it is calculated risk. That calculated risk can lead to great results. Not all the time, but if you do fail, that is not the word. You will learn from that, as opposed to people who say, oh, it won't work. Learn from that failure and move on. But more often than not, following your gut with logic and good strategy, the end result is really pleasant. So I'll ask you, will you follow your gut? Will you follow your gut to start your own digital online business? If that is something that is close to your heart, that you have been analyzing, and it is going towards paralysis, please use this matrix that we've talked about. Analyze it critically and see whether it is urgent for you and it is important. And if it is urgent for you and important, then go ahead. Get in touch with me, follow me and connect with me. We can make it happen. But if it's on the other scale, it's good and fine. It is your own decision, and keep holding to what you desire close to your heart. Thank you once again for being there. And if you're watching on the replay, type replay on the comments. I'll see you tomorrow with another interesting topic in my journey on this 90-day Facebook Live.